I'm Brian Taylor. I'm the president of Freestone Reconstruction. I own B. Taylor Painting in Fremont, California. We were really growing in the paint side of things. We don't focus on the competition. I'm not worried about them, but I started losing work to companies that were offering, along with their painting, they were offering carpentry services. You can do one thing really well, and if you can find that niche where you can do something really well, just stick with that. Not everyone else believes that, and so other companies, I started losing work because they're offering more services, which is fine. And we decided, you know what, I got to start offering these services. At the time, I had a customer who was a general contractor with a lot of in-house carpentry staff, and so I approached them and said, hey, if I can start taking on this carpentry work, I'd earn more paint work. So let's start offering the carpentry services. We focus on paint, they focus on carpentry repair, and we had a good system going. They had a big falling out, some stuff happened and they had to close their doors. But at the time I was under the contract I had 5 or 6 jobs to do, like start next week. There was a bunch of guys out of work because they had just closed their jobs. And these are guys that I had been working with for 10 years, you know, alongside them. There's, you know, foremen and superintendents and estimators, and we had a relationship with them. So it was a matter of making phone calls to those guys and saying, hey, I still have jobs that need to get done. Now we have really good guys that can perform. I want to keep these guys on. So we started marketing it to our customers that, hey, we can start taking on more and more of this dry rot and repair work. We actually had a customer who we submitted proposals to, and it went through to contract, and one of their senior VPs says, we've had some really bad experiences with other painting contractors who have taken on carpentry repair, and now B. Taylor, who we've done work with for 12 years, is starting to play that same game. We're not going to sign that contract. And I went, whoa, wait a minute, we're in trouble. We got to do something different. You don't hire a roofer to do the concrete. So the same, you don't hire a painter to do the carpentry. Came up with a name and branded the company, and we created Freestone Reconstruction. It's 2 separate companies, founded on the same principles, and we do operate on the same values. Freestone, where does that come from? As you can see, I fish, I enjoy fly fishing. Freestone is actually the headwater of a river. It's that first part of a stream. That stream feeds into the creeks and the rivers and then becomes a lake and then goes on to become the Columbia and rolls to the ocean, right? A successful company needs multiple people feeding into it. And if you think about Freestone, if you have good springs feeding it, if you have good snow melt, if you have glacier snow or glacier ice melting into it, as long as you have steady streams feeding into this thing, it will not get stopped. It'll continue to push, it'll continue to go, it'll cut canyons, and it'll become the ocean. If we have a team of partners, vendors, we have our employees, we have suppliers, and we have great customers, if we have all of those pieces feeding into the Freestone, then there's nothing that can stop it. It'll plow through.